Greetings all, Vanna here for Gemini's weekend message. Gemini, I hope you guys are going to have a good weekend. I am particularly excited because it is my birthday weekend, so today's readings are going to be fun. You have Fire Ignition coming out for you, Gemini, which is always a wonderful place to start with any reading. It being the 8 card translates to the strength in the Tarot and Major Arcana. You also have Mystery and Dark Matter. So I feel like you are bringing light to a situation that you maybe have felt in the dark about for a very long time. It may even be something related to how you speak and see yourself. I'm looking at the butterfly on the map, on the mouth, and the cracks of the storm reminds me of a crack in the mirror. And it almost feels like speaking the truth after a really long time of having it suppressed or fighting a part of yourself. And that is an incredible breakthrough to have, my love, because it also means that you are giving yourself a sense of love and care that no one else can give you. True unconditional love is something that you can only give yourself. And it also means that you get all forms of love from yourself first. And so you feel fulfilled, you feel adequate, you feel accomplished, you feel loved and deserving and worthy without needing someone outside of yourself to affirm that. It's amazing when they do, but a sense of self-love like that is very difficult to accomplish. But I also see that there's a lot going for you right now with movement and speed. I just feel like a complete breakthrough. And I absolutely love that. Spirit, do you have... Thank you. Okay. Yeah, we will continue to take that. Again, speaking your word, voice. You are going to be speaking your truth truly, fully, authentically. And you also have Bravery, Creations, Oceans, and Water coming out for you. It takes a lot of bravery to speak your truth, especially if it's something that maybe is not very well accepted by your general community. Just looking at myself, I am a bisexual pagan. And coming from a Bible Belt family in the South, that is something that I am not allowed to share, or really, I'm not so much allowed to share, something I don't share with a lot of people of my extended family because they just simply would not accept or understand that part of me. It doesn't mean that I deny who I am. It doesn't mean that I stop being who I am in those situations. It's more of I am selective of how much of myself I reveal to those people. And similarly, it is an approach that you could take, Gemini, if you wanted to. One approach that I have taken personally is my name. I am Vanna here to you guys because this is a very personal part of me. To most of the world, I am Savannah, my full name, because they don't get to see as much of me. And literally, as you take away the letters of my name, you get to know more of me. So there's Savannah, Vanna, and Van. And Van really only my mother sees because she's the closest person to me. But Van is my most true self, who I am completely and authentically. And so a journey to authenticity like that is a difficult, strange one full of imposter syndrome because you are literally changing, questioning, and trying to identify who exactly it is you are. And what does that mean? What does that entail? So there is a release that happens right now. And I feel that release is coming from that dark matter mystery, releasing whatever it is that kept you silent like that kept that chain around your neck. When I'm seeing it energetically and working through like my own chakras or my mother's or anyone's that I've ever done any Reiki on, and there's a blockage in the throat chakra, usually from someone not being able to speak their truth or stand up and speak for themselves, always having to have someone else speak for them. But there's a chain or a collar around the neck. And when I see it energetically, I always see like there are sometimes wounds that it dig into it, like it has suffocated them. And even now I feel like a phantom of it. And just as an aid for your own visualizations, Gemini, if you feel that collar, release it. You can use energy visualizations where you move your hand and like you grab hold of it and you pull it away, and like you can imagine the light or whatever it is. Step into your own power and realize how amazing it is you are, when no one thing is allowed to suppress you from being who you are. Align to who you are meant to be. Align to your higher self, your greatest and highest good. You're being asked to align to your current situation, even if it is not easy to do so. Trust that there is so much to be learned here. Pushing against what will only make things harder in the long run. Align, surrender, and trust. You are worthy of being known. You are worthy of being heard. Your story, your voice. And it is something that has been very protected. I also just caught 555 on the clock right there. So things are certainly changing, and very quickly, with movement and speed. And so you will need to be brave, because this is going to be something that you may have never done before, which is stand up and speak up for yourself. But you are a treasure. You are someone that deserves to be loved and sought after. You have a wonderful story to be told, and even if this is just a story of you learning to love yourself, it is worthy being told. You have the gumball machine, and I want to show the star with it, because so much can happen, and it's like a roulette. You never know what you're going to get. So every opportunity, no matter what it may present itself to be like, could be a turning point in your life. So step into things with open minds and open hearts. Understanding boundaries do occur. I understand this, of course, but don't be so guarded to the rest of the world that you block an opportunity of connection, friendship, or growth that may benefit you in the long run. You have a globe that has come out for you. And of all the globes, this is the one that I find the most interesting, because when you lay it on its side, you realize it was an illusion. What you thought the world was can always shift and change depending on how you are looking at it yourself, Gemini, and how you are looking at yourself in relative to the situation. Because a lot of us look at ourselves in a place that is less than valuable, that is less than worthy, that is less than deserving of the things that we truly want. And we end up trapping ourselves in our own hell, because mentality shapes reality. But these aren't things that we are taught. We are taught to just pray to someone and ask for forgiveness. We are taught to give our power to people outside of ourselves, and we are not doing that anymore, my love. This is the time, this is our moment where we finally align with who it is we truly are, without fear of what someone will say, because someone will always say something against who you are. If you're not hurting anyone, then I see no reason for you to not be who you are. So, my love, please, there's something the world can gain from you being who you are. It may not be on a global scale, but you never know what it could be. And you'll never know if you don't give it or yourself the opportunity to grow and become the next most amazing version of the person that you already are. Have a beautiful day, Gemini.